This summer alone, I made just over 60 racks fully off reselling. And I can tell you right now, I'm not more special than you are. I simply just learned the game. If I can do this to make over 60 racks this summer, so can you. Now, y'all boys are probably thinking, okay, what did you even resell to make over 60 racks this summer? Because I always go on TikTok and I see kids flipping AirPods, colognes, JBL vendors. No, bro, this is exactly why you haven't made the money you want to make yet. And let me break it down real quick for you guys. I was just like the rest of you guys, bro. Early 2023, I was working a job I hated. I was on TikTok scrolling and I saw people reselling AirPods. So I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. Decided to buy someone's vendor link, and guess how much I paid for this vendor link, bro? $500 for an AirPod vendor link, bro, in 2023. So boom, spent the $500, ordered each AirPod for $18. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I made a good amount of money. I was reselling on Facebook Marketplace. I was heading to meetups. I was buying for $18 and reselling for $160. This is when I was running up, you know, a quick low bag. This is what really introduced me to reselling. But as time went on, I realized how saturated AirPods were, how if you literally go on Facebook Marketplace right now and type in AirPods, bro, you can literally do this longer than you could if you were to go through the dictionary. It's bad, bro. It's cooked. Selling AirPods in 2025 is cooked, bro. Whole mindset change, right? This is when I got into clothing. And you guys might be asking, what even made you think about getting into clothing? And there's many reasons, bro. Number one, I always wanted my own clothing brand, but I actually did end up getting my own clothing brand. It didn't go successful at all, so we won't. That's a story for another time. Long story short, bro, the thing about all these brands is that they're already marketed for you, bro. You don't have to do anything. When you're selling Spider, Essentials, Denim Tears, whatever the case may be, bro, there's already hype built for it. There's already a marketplace for it. It's not your brand that you're selling. It is literally someone else's. So there's more buyers, there's bigger marketplaces, and there's many places to sell. For example, bro, right now I sell on mostly Instagram just because, you know, I built it up to that point. If you guys watched my last video, you guys see that I literally plugged the store with these items. So this ain't no bullshit that you're gonna see on TikTok while scrolling through. This is verified. This is, you know, what me spending the last 3 years and me spending thousands of dollars on vendors. This is what I found out, bro. This is, you know, this is why you pay for vendor links and from trusted people, of course, not just randoms, because I already went through the test and trial of trying out these other vendors, and obviously, you know, I found a one where I can supply stores, which again, like I said, is in my last video. And then there's something called consignment, bro, with clothing that obviously you cannot do with AirPods, you cannot do with colognes, you cannot do with JBLs. This is simply when you get clothing items, you send them to a store up front, and then after they sell, they pay you out. But the good thing about this is that they pay you at a higher price than if you just supplied them. So once you get to a certain point with clothing, bro, there are so many methods to selling, such as consignment, like I just said. I probably have over 100 items out on consignment that pay me passively weekly, which is great. You know, it's just passive income. You know, I could be selling it myself, but it's going to be a lower profit than these consignment stores. So it's important, bro, because there's a lot of stores, believe it or not, that scam out here that, you know, you go in person first, you show them the quality of, you know, what you're working with, and then you have like a set agreement in place of what that looks like. Make sure you know when you're getting paid out, what items are in inventory. Don't just trust people's words, bro, because you'll figure out that in business you can't really just like trust people's words, bro. You gotta like make sure that you have systems in place. Now, so many people ask me, bro, where are you buying these products? Now, the thing about that, bro, if I was to answer that question for free, bro, would I have a business? Yes or no? No, I would not have a business. If you guys want any of my vendors, make sure to hit that link in my bio. Or, bro, honestly, if you're just starting out, I would recommend you just work directly through me. I make like $3 a unit in bulk on you guys. Obviously, I have to make a little bit of money, but I wouldn't suggest just buying the vendor straight up until you see some success, until you're starting to see like, okay, you know, I want the best possible price. I've been selling inventory, I've been making my sales, but I know that X is making a little bit of money off me, so I want to work directly with the supplier. That's completely fine, bro. That's when you should hit that link in my bio. And even if after this video you're a little bit confused, still have many guides in my bio to help you guys out. But anyways, and bro, believe it or not, the hardest part about reselling isn't trying to find these vendors or products. The hardest part about reselling is finding recurring customers. I can guarantee you guys that if you posted on your Snapchat or Instagram right now, is anyone looking to sell X, Y, and Z, any clothing, any sneakers right now, you would get some DMs of people who have some like bills coming up or something that just want to get rid of inventory. Bro, I am telling you, like, I have so many sneakers in my unit, and I am not a sneaker reseller by all means, bro. I do not know anything about, well, I know like the basics about sneaker reselling, but I'm not heavy into it. But I have so many people who sell me their sneakers for dirt low, and I literally buy because I know that it's guaranteed profit, bro. So you guys can see I'm full-time clothing, and then I buy shoes here and there, you know, if the deal is like, I can't pass up on it. About reoccurring customers, bro, this is the thing, bro. You want to get to a point with this business where, you know, weekly you're just having a shit ton of inventory in hand, and people are just coming reoccurring. That way, you know, you're gonna have lower profit margins when doing so, but you're gonna source way more inventory, which looks better for your business. I mean, let's face it, bro. If you went on Instagram right now and you saw someone who was selling 1,000 units a week, literally like shipping out 1,000 units, and let's just say they made like 5,000 a month. Or you saw someone who was selling just like 100 units, but they were making like, you don't know how much they make, bro. Let's say they make more than that. You're gonna trust the dude who's pushing 1,000 units, bro. So always play the numbers game. I promise you the profit is not worth it. Build customer relationships, build client relationships, and stop being scared to place that bulk order, bro. If you are scared that you will not be able to sell, you know, highly marketed branded items that are pretty much branded for you, bro, you just have to find the buyers. It's 2025, bro. Like, it's not as hard as you guys think to go around, find buyers. You know, there's a million marketplace apps. That's a video for another day. And if you guys have any questions about that, again, the links are in my bio. But like, bro, come on, bro. If you genuinely think you cannot get a sale on any of these brands and you're scared to risk $500, then bro, honestly, like, click off this video. Business is not for you, because I can tell you guys right now, at this age, bro, $500 or $1,000 or even $5,000 should be the least of your concerns, bro. Honestly, nothing's gonna switch your mindset until you start making this amount of money online, because you'll realize like, dang, bro, like, he was right. Like, while I'm 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, like, I most likely live in my mom's house. I most likely, you know, have like little to no bills, bro. Like, what else do I have to lose? Like, if you fast forward now, bro, 10 years, like, your monthly expenses are gonna be out the ass. So now is the time to invest. Now is the time to take calculated risk, because if you don't do it, bro, then people like me will, bro. People like me will come on here, tell you exactly the A to Z guide, step-by-step playbook on how this works, and you won't listen, bro. So make sure you guys are really tapping in. Now, again, how I get most of my sales now is Instagram. This is because, bro, I spent the last 3 years building my platform, and how I did this is very, very easy. I'm pretty sure I have another video posted on the step-by-step. Long story short, bro, daily story posts, daily reels. Honestly, I haven't shot a reel in a little minute, just because like, back on the YouTube, this is kind of where my passion is, where my grind is, and I've gotten to a point where the clothing where I don't really need to market it as much. But if I was a beginner, bro, reels every day, story posts every day, nice clean pictures on the story, bro, and make sure that you have a reference post, bro. This is super, super crucial. Pretty much, bro, what a reference post is anytime someone places an order with you, you send them the reference post so they can send a review in the comments, and then that way, like, if anyone in the future is skeptical, you can just send them your reference post, bro. Now, if you're watching this video and you're like, bro, I don't want to like just resell clothing, bro, I want to resell in general, that's totally fine, bro. Add me on Snapchat. I always have like different random plays that make a lot of money. If you guys are OG and you guys already have me on Snap and you're watching this video, you guys remember the Lowe's loop, bro. We were all running it up back then. And then you guys also remember the Nintendo Switch play we just ran not too long ago. So we're not just reselling clothing, bro. I'm talking about like mainstream, like what you want to be focused on is scaling a business around clothing, and then having stuff passively run in the background, you know, such as eBay, Facebook Marketplace. And these are like the little plays that I post on my Snapchat. Again, add me, link in bio if you want any free sauce. Now, I'm going to tell you guys about some systems that help me scale, because I know like there's a lot of moving parts, especially when you're just getting started reselling. So first things first, bro, shipping. Shipping is very, very simple. This is the template I send to all of my buyers as soon as they send me a payment. And then literally, bro, all you're gonna wanna do is go on pirateship.com, enter, you know, the person's details, the weight of the package, the dimensions, and then it's gonna get you a label, bro. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, watch a YouTube video, it takes 30 seconds. You're gonna want a label printer eventually. Like, just for now, if you have a printer at home, that's completely fine, but you eventually want to invest into a thermal label printer, bro. And this is something that I literally posted on my Snapchat story the other day, bro. Do not keep personals, bro. Personal clothing means like you buy a bulk and then you see stuff you like, so you keep it to wear for yourself, bro. You do not deserve to wear any of these items if you have not upped at least 10 bands yet doing this, bro. I'm sorry to say it, someone had to say it. Do not put any of these items on your back if you have not ran up at least 10 bands doing so, bro. You guys might think like, oh, I'm gonna make that money back, like blah blah blah. Like, no, bro, it is killing your cash flow, bro. Make sure that you're reinvesting pretty much every dollar. Don't even, like, let's say you work a job, right? Make sure you're taking your paychecks, you're investing it in an inventory. And I'm not saying your full paychecks, you don't got to do all that, but whatever you do decide to invest, bro, don't even look at it, don't even touch it. Act like it's not even there, bro, and just keep reinvesting it until you see whatever your goal is. Example, like 10 bands. Like, let's say you put in like $300 a week. Do not touch it, bro, until it hits 10 bands, bro. And then there's a lot of things you can do with 10 bands. A lot of what people do with 10 bands is they'll buy like a very bulk order from, like a very big bulk order from me. Obviously, like, the more you spend, the cheaper each unit is. But, you know, I obviously wouldn't recommend that unless you're very confident that you can get these items sold, or unless, like, a lot of what, or not a lot, but some people, what they do when they buy off me is they'll order more than they can even sell, or more than they know that they even will sell, and they'll just use it strictly for marketing, bro. They'll fake meetup videos. Bro, there's a million things you can do, bro. Go on ChatGPT and look up, like, I have 500 pieces of clothing, but I'm struggling to get sales. How can I market this? That way, you know, bulk buyers are coming back to me on a weekly basis. We're pretty much almost done with the video. I have a few more things to say, but please make sure to smash that like button. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button, because we are literally dropping like pretty much every 2 days now. Straight free sauce. I do not get paid for this. We're about to hit 200 subs, bro. So thank y'all, for real. But anyways, let's get back into the video. This is something that kind of still cooks me to this day, but bro, inventory organization. This is probably the worst part about reselling that literally nobody talks about, bro. Like, I have a spreadsheet of what I paid per item, where I bought it, where I sold it, and how much I profited. And honestly, bro, you don't even have to go in that much detail. What I would just recommend, bro, is like you have some sort of way of tracking like what you paid on each item, because sometimes, bro, I'll hop on a call with a bulk buyer and then they're asking what are rates on this, and you know, sometimes I forget, like, dang, what did I pay on that? So thankfully, like, now I have everything in order to make sure that never happens again. And honestly, it's easier to manage when you're just starting out because of like how little inventory you have. But once you get to a certain point, bro, make sure you are able to have an inventory tracking system. Now, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I upped over 60 bands this summer reselling, but I still learned some stuff. You know, it's not all sunshines and rainbows. And here's some of the biggest like mistakes, I guess you could call it, of what I learned this summer. First things first, bro, this is something that none of us should ever want to go through, but this is returns, bro. Make sure that you have like a way of specifying, like, if an item does not fit you, bro, the refund, the return is cut. Because when I first started this, bro, like, so many people would tell me, yo, bro, like, this doesn't fit, can I swap out? And now you're meeting people out for swapping out an item, you're not even making money. So like, bro, just make sure, like, what I do is I have a policies tab on my Instagram, and one of the policies is an item not fitting does not qualify for a refund. Please do your research before buying, and it's as simple as that, bro. Make sure that these people are doing their research. Make sure you specify that, like, you know, if it doesn't fit you, bro, it does not qualify for a refund, because you don't got time for it, I don't got time for it, we don't got time for it. So just do your research. Now, I'm not gonna lie, bro, another thing I wish I did this summer was pick up the camera, bro. You guys gotta understand, bro, nobody knows who you are, nobody trusts you, nobody likes you yet, but that could be completely changed through social media, bro. I picked up this camera probably like a year ago, not this exact camera. I was recording actually on this iPhone right here, but I did not take it serious, bro. I didn't get one single message, I didn't get one single DM, I didn't get anyone trying to work with me. But this summer I started being super consistent. Again, like I said, super recently we've been dropping like every 2 days, so we've been locked in, and this has gained me so many new buyers, so many new clients, so many people who I can just help out, help grow, and help win. Because, bro, honestly, it is a win-win relationship, bro. I am buying these items for a super low price where I'm able to sell them to you guys and you guys make more of the profit than I do, bro. So like I said, it's a win-win scenario business model. We all eat, and that's what I love to see, bro. As long as you're making your money, as long as I'm making my money, bro, then, you know, there's no issues. And quite honestly, bro, like what I would do next year around this time, I guess, is just like a little bit more market research. I think I definitely want to branch out a little bit more than just clothing. I'm definitely going to get into more higher end designer just because I want to attract like higher end clients who are always payment ready. The one thing I found about like selling this type of clothing is that like a lot of people will waste your times in the DM. A lot of people will just bullshit. So like you want to eliminate that immediately, bro. You don't want people just texting you in the DMs, not trying to place an order. Like you want to make sure that they're getting straight to the point, bro. So if I was a beginner, bro, and this is the perfect time, bro, because Q4 is around the corner, bro. We have Black Friday, we have Halloween, we have Christmas, bro. This is literally statistically proven to be the best time to sell online, bro. I would first pick a category. Like I said, bro, I do clothing. If you want to learn about clothing, that's completely fine. Hopefully this video helped you do that. Source locally, which when I say source locally, bro, post everywhere you can think of. Don't ask where, bro. Everywhere. Post everywhere. And simply reinvest your profits, guys. This is not rocket science, bro. This is a very clear breakdown explanation for my beginners, bro, but it does not get any easier, bro. All we're doing is buying something for super low and then reselling it for a higher profit, capturing it on social media to bring in leads. And it's really a rinse and repeat game, bro. Stay consistent and you'll win. And if I can make 60K alone just this summer, then you can definitely start this week and start seeing money within the next month. But anyways, y'all, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more reselling guides, tips, and more videos in general. Y'all see, if you added me on Snap, we just bought the Durango SRT, so we're about to be going crazy this Q4. Probably gonna make some car content. Let me know down below if you guys want to see some car content, and make sure to comment your Q4 goals below. See y'all boys on the next one. Peace.